What up, Dokkaners? Today we're going to be talking about these missions that are available on global. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen this because most of you are probably done with most of the missions that you can do at this point, and you might be wondering why there's still some missions left over that you simply cannot do. Why do they exist? Are they hinting at something major that's coming to global? What could that be and why? So let's just cut right to the chase. When it comes to these AGL EZA missions and these INT EZA missions, I think a lot of us can safely assume that we are all thinking pretty much the same thing, and that is the LR Gohan and the LR Cell. These two units, thematically in the context of the superhero movie, make a whole lot of sense because Gohan's first beastly power awakening took place when he ascended from Super Saiyan 1 to Super Saiyan 2. So this seems like the most appropriate time of all times for these units to receive EZAs, plus they're long overdue. These units appear on virtually every banner. It's kind of annoying that they are not relevant anymore. So these guys have been yearning for an EZA, and this seems like the perfect time. Unfortunately, folks, that is not going to be the case, and I can pretty much deduce this for a couple of reasons. Number one, these missions are exclusive to global, meaning if we were to receive a Gohan and a Cell EZA, that means JP wouldn't get them. JP would not receive this LR EZA, JP would not receive this EZA anytime soon. They would eventually get it, but given the fact that we already have two LR EZAs, a global first, on the horizon, I seriously doubt that Dokkan is going to once again add two more to the list and further a growing list of units that are exclusive to global for even a limited time. That seems against Dokkan's practices to give global too much stuff over JP. Whenever they do, it's always in very, very small doses. One Dokkan Festival EZA Super Saiyan 4 full power, one, I guess two in this case, LR EZAs, which is fine because the last time we had a global exclusive set of EZAs, it was two TURs as well. So anything more than that, I feel like it's not going to happen. Plus, JP is now heading towards the 8-year anniversary, so it doesn't seem like a good time for them to kind of dwell on this celebration any further. So I think that is one of the main reasons why we can deconfirm these units receiving their EZAs. Plus, if it was going to happen, they would have already said something by now, right? So I don't think that that's going to be the case. And the reason why I can also confidently say this is because of what other findings I have come up with in terms of what will substitute these EZAs. Now, at the moment, we have not received any INT EZAs on global, but we have received one AGL EZA. If you guys have been around lately, the Gogeta and the Broly units have received their EZAs. This unit is obviously AGL, so that does satisfy 7 out of the 10 steps here. Perform 1 step, 3 step, 5 step, 7 steps. So this takes care of your Gogeta missions right here, right? But that still leaves one left over, which just seems like it's so perfect, right? Because with 3 steps left over, that's how much it takes for an LR to EZA. It's not a 7-step process, it's a 3-step process. So with the Gohan theoretically getting his EZA, that would round out the set, which would be awesome. But it's not going to happen, I don't think. So what else could we get in substitute of this? And that is where we take a look at other units. Now, one unit that I think is definitely going to be EZAing at some point soon is this Super Saiyan Gohan. Now, I don't know how exactly this is going to play out. Probably this is going to release with the Gamma's final Red Zone stage, because if you guys recall, I did make videos on the Android 19, Dr. Gero, Red Ribbon Army, and then of course the newer units, which are the 16, 17, 18, and the Perfect Cell Red Zone stages. But that doesn't account for the Gammas. Will the Gammas release in one stage or two? We don't know, but regardless, there will be one more installment of new stage or stages releasing. And when that happens, along with that, that will probably be like the unofficial end of the superhero celebration, or at least this installment of it. So along with that, I feel like that is the perfect opportunity to give us this Gohan's EZA, because at his TUR level, he's got a key plus 250% stat roll, which is just weird. This is an incomplete build, which is basically screaming for an EZA. And what's crazy is this unit is actually pretty decent for a free-to-play unit as it is. So when he receives his EZA, he's going to be very good. So it's likely that this could be dropping sometime soon. And the reason why I can say this with confidence, aside from his leader skill, is the fact that in the data download that we received before the superhero celebration started, this unit had a sticker effect in the data download. So it is now in the game, but it has not been brought to the surface. So at some point, they have to do that. Could it happen now? Could it happen later on? It is possible either way, because if we look at the dates of the missions, these don't end until March 17th. You've got 2 more months, basically. That is a long time before these missions conclude, which also means that these missions don't need to be done right now. They can take their sweet time and release EZAs at the earliest of March, I guess, and it would still be okay. Now, why they're doing this, I can't exactly say for sure. In terms of like the global missions for the new year, looking at this, the growth support stuff, It basically covers all different facets of Dokkan, just kind of teaching new players how to do different things in Dokkan. You might have noticed some of your missions were like Z Awakened characters. It's like the most basic thing ever. Dokkan Awakened characters, that's also the most basic stuff ever, but you get some nice rewards out of it. So they're basically just trying to cater towards the new players. It's a new year, it's a new start. There's probably some new players jumping into Dokkan for the first time. So that's what these missions are for. But what's weird is that Global only got these. JP did not receive these missions. And so what I think this is basically just a wide net catching up Global on all the remaining things that they have to do that JP's already done. So if we look at the EZAs that Global has yet to receive that JP already has, we click on Japan here. Shout out to the Dokkan Wiki. Ironically, we've got 3 INT EZAs that have yet to drop on Global. 1 LR, 2 TURs. So if we were to look at what we need here, since we need 10 steps of Extreme Z Awakening, we literally need 1 LR EZA and 1 TUR EZA, because 1 TUR EZA gives you 7 steps, 1 LR gives you 3. Now, even without the Bojack, don't forget, folks, we do have the God Goku EZA coming in February of 2023. This has been confirmed from an announcement that they made on social media. So trust me when I say that we are getting this EZA. And this was the result of the voting poll that we had. Should God Goku EZA first, or should Beerus and Whis? And this one won by a landslide. So when this unit receives his Extreme Z Awakening in February, that already takes care of 3 out of the 10 steps that we've got right here. Perform 1, 3. So these 2 are done. Now we got to do 5, 7, and 10. So the remaining 7 steps, how do we get that? Well, if we look at the upcoming schedule for Global Dokkan, regardless of what happens in the theoretical part 2 for the superhero celebration, at some point we're going to be getting the Kid Goku Dokkan Fest. There's no question about it. Eventually it'll happen. Also, we have the Bardock Dokkan Fest that should be happening before Saiyan Day. This is my slated schedule here, and it looks pretty accurate. Saiyan Day is going to start on March 17th. Ironically, that's exactly when the mission ends, so that actually seems very perfect. The Saiyan Day celebration is when this mission set will end, which means you've got 2 full Dokkan Fests to get your affairs in order, basically. 2 full Dokkan Fests to take care of those INT missions. And with the Bardock EZA, the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock EZA yet to drop on Global, the Bardock Dokkan Festival seems like the perfect time for that to happen, right? Yeah, kind of does. And then for the Kid Goku Dokkan Festival, where better than to drop the Kid Goku Dokkan Fest, or the EZA event? Again, seems like it makes a lot of sense. So even without the Bojack, these 2 units will appear at some point between these 2 celebrations, allowing you to complete those remaining missions before the middle of March. So these will be done, but it's not going to happen for a very long time because we're going to have to wait a little bit. So depending on whether you have the Kid Goku that is receiving the EZA, or whether you have the Bardock or not, well, hopefully you have one of them, because you will need one of them in order to get those 7 steps, and then the other one will be achieved when the God Goku receives his EZA in February. So it's going to be during this celebration. Actually, maybe it's like in the middle of this leading into the Dokkan Festival. And actually, since Golden Frieza has yet to be released, actually it might make more sense for it to happen here, because like God Goku, Battle of Gods, Frieza's from Resurrection F, you know, like movie stuff, I suppose. So that seems like a logical place to put that. So that pretty much dispels any rumors, any theories out there of the Cell and the Gohan receiving EZAs. I wish it weren't true, folks, but unfortunately this is how it is. And why this is the case, like why Global only received these missions, I really don't know, other than the simple fact that they're trying to catch up Global, so they're just setting a wide net for all of these different missions that they want Global to get done over a long time frame. I even asked my boy Proton for a look at last year's missions at the same time. Nothing lasted this long, so this is kind of an anomaly and just very weird. And it also is weird because of the fact that we've got this whole like boost restoration thing that's happening from now until March 12th. Between now and then, on specific dates, your boost rates will change from 3 to 5. You might notice that randomly when you log in for the new day, your boost gauge is totally filled up. It's because it's part of this ongoing boost campaign thing that's also lasting for a couple of months. And for this, I don't know why either. There's some really weird things happening on Global Dokkan for theoretically just no reason at all. But it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just weird. So if you guys have any theories as to why this is a thing, like why do they have these missions spanning out this far, feel free to let me know. If you have any theories as to why the whole boost campaign thing is as random as it is, feel free to let me know. Not that we're complaining, I like to know why these things are happening, because Dokkan can be very deliberate with how they set certain things up. But this is just gibberish to me. Like, this just makes no sense. Like, nobody can actually theorize why this is the case. And also, this is driving me crazy because I have this problem, and some of y'all know this. I don't like redeeming my missions unless they're all done at once. And the fact that these are just sitting here in my box means I can't pick up all like 100+ missions that I've been waiting to complete, and it's driving me insane. So Dokkan, can you hurry up, please? Please? There you have it, folks. Myth busted. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about this whole AGL INT EZA debacle? What do you think about it? Do you think that it's something that they're doing on purpose? Are they leading to some sort of like surprise superhero extra part? Are they doing something else? Do you have any other crazy theories? Feel free to share them in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know I want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and to Dokkan responsibly.